Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we dig into the nitty-gritty of corporate filings. Today, we're cracking open the annual report of Red Violet, a company that says it's dedicated to making the world a safer place and reducing the cost of doing business. Sounds noble enough, but are they actually doing it? Or are we just getting a rosy sales pitch? That's what we're here to find out. I predict we'll uncover some interesting insights and maybe a few red flags, pun intended of course. This report is a yearly checkup. It's where companies tell the Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC, and therefore all of us what went down financially, legally, and strategically over the past year. Red Violet's in the business of identity intelligence, which means they gather and analyze data to help organizations verify identities, detect fraud, and manage risks. So in short, they trade in data. This is big business today. Let's jump into what Red Violet actually does. They build technologies, that's their claim, and use their analytical skills to offer what they call identity intelligence. Basically, they help companies figure out who people are, where they are, and how they're connected. Think of it as a high-tech detective agency. They have this platform called Core, their special sauce. It's designed to take huge amounts of data and turn it into useful information for businesses. They sell their services under two main brands, IDI and Forewarn. IDI is for bigger companies needing to verify identities, and Forewarn is aimed at real estate pros, helping them stay safe when meeting new clients. In 2024, IDI had almost 9,000 paying customers, and Forewarn had over 300,000 users. That's a lot of eyeballs on their platform. How does Red Violet make money? Mostly by licensing their solutions. Companies pay for access to their data and tools, either through subscriptions or based on how much they use the platform. Most of their revenue, around 77%, comes from these subscription contracts, which are usually year-long deals that automatically renew, so it gives them some stability. For 2024, Red Violet reported revenue of $75.2 million and a profit of $7.0 million. Keep those numbers in mind, we will mention them later when we talk about the financials. Red Violet says their target market is organizations that need high-confidence identity intelligence, and as they operate in the data and analytics market, they cite it as growing rapidly, driven by the explosion of data from e-commerce, social media, and mobile platforms. A market research study said the global big data analytics market could hit almost $1 trillion by 2032. If that's accurate, there should be plenty of room for Red Violet to keep growing. Now, what challenges are Red Violet's clients facing? It seems companies are battling a sea of data, struggling to pull out useful insights in real time. They also are always trying to save money while improving results, and the pressure to solve these challenges in a cost-effective way is constant. This plays to Red Violet's advantages, since they claim that their competitive edge is using their innovative technology to improve their clients' businesses and solve their most complex problems. Red Violet emphasizes that their platform is based on cloud-native technology, so it leverages machine learning and advanced analytical skills to deliver solutions to both public and private sector organizations through analytical interfaces. It all sounds very promising. How do they get their products to customers? Red Violet uses a mix of their own sales teams, plus distributors and strategic partners. This gives them a broad reach, getting their solutions into industries they might not otherwise be able to access. Red Violet has a three-pronged strategy, so let's break it down. First, they're focused on turning data into intelligence. They want to connect their AI platform to a larger number of data sources, which in turn makes the solutions more useful and also attracts larger clients. Next, the company wants to keep their technology edge. It is always important to be on top of tech. It is a must. Finally, the company wants to add new features and develop new products. If they are successful with the previous strategies, it seems reasonable to think that these will come into fruition as well. Who's Red Violet up against? The market's competitive, and they name companies like RELX Group, TransUnion, and Thomson Reuters as some of their rivals. These competitors have bigger resources and bigger customer bases. To differentiate itself, Red Violet is pushing innovative tech, powerful analytics, a robust database, and an intelligent cloud infrastructure. Speaking of data, Red Violet relies heavily on outside sources for their information, and their largest data supplier accounted for a whopping 45% of their data acquisition costs in 2024. The agreement with this supplier is set to end in 2026, so that can mean a new deal, which can be positive or negative for Red Violet, since they may or may not get favorable business terms in the future. They could also be affected by the loss of one or more of their major customers, so that is a risk. Like any company dealing with personal data, Red Violet faces a thicket of regulations, including the Gramm-Leach-Bliley Act and the Driver's Privacy Protection Act. Changes in these laws or new regulations could significantly increase their costs or limit what they can do with data, potentially hitting their profits. Let's check out the leadership team. Derek Dubner is the CEO and chairman with over 20 years in the data and analytics industry. James Riley is the president, and Daniel McLaughlin serves as the chief financial officer. Finally, Jeff Dell is the chief information officer. That's the team steering the ship. Moving on to the risk factors, it seems that Red Violet is worried about a few things. If their products have undetected errors, they could lose customers and face lawsuits, or if they fail to keep up with the rapid pace of tech changes, their products could become obsolete. A data breach could also be a nightmare, leading to lost revenue, legal battles, and a damaged reputation. And because they handle a lot of sensitive information, they have to invest heavily in security. Red Violet acknowledges that their future operating results are uncertain. They need to keep generating revenue to stay profitable. One risk that can impact their revenue would be consolidation, so the merging of other companies could reduce the demand for their services. The rise of free or cheap data sources could also hurt their business. If more people are getting the data for free, the demand for Red Violet's product might go down. The stock price has and may continue to be volatile, and the value of an investment in their common stock may decline. This might be due to market conditions, political tensions, natural disasters, etc. The price of Red Violet's stock is subject to far more outside impacts than their own actions. Okay, so it looks like the SEC has no unresolved comments on their previous filings. That's a good sign. Now, how is Red Violet protecting our data? They seem to have a plan in place. They have a comprehensive information security program to manage cyber risks and maintain things like risk assessments, testing, safeguards, and things like employee training programs, business continuity, and disaster recovery planning. The CIO is in charge of the cyber risk, and he reports to the CEO while providing quarterly reports to the board. As of the date of this report, Red Violet has not experienced any material cybersecurity incidents during the year that would materially affect the company. Of course, all this security comes at a cost, and there is no guarantee of safety in an evolving landscape. What was the overall value of Red Violet? On June 28, 2024, the market value of the stock held by non-affiliates was $223.7 million. Finally, Red Violet declared a special cash dividend of $0.30 per share to shareholders of record, but there is no guarantee of future dividends. Keep that in mind if you are an investor interested in a reliable income stream. Diving in a bit into the legal aspects, the company is facing a legal claim. Specifically, Atlas Data Privacy Corporation is suing Red Violet, alleging violations of a New Jersey state statute known as Daniels Law. What is this Daniels Law? Basically, it is designed to protect the personal information of certain public officials and law enforcement members. The case alleges Red Violet failed to suppress the home addresses and phone numbers of individuals covered by the law. The company is fighting back. They've notified their insurance company and expect the costs to be covered, subject to, of course, any policy limits and exclusions. They are just one of over 150 companies that Atlas is pursuing in similar cases. Now, let's zoom out. Red Violet, from what we can see in this report, is trying to position itself as a leader in the identity intelligence market. They are spending money to maintain the tech and also to improve their reach to all types of customers. The main risks are related to data, security, and regulations, since that's the business that they are in. What do I think? Here is my non-expert opinion. While Red Violet emphasizes its innovative technology and strategic vision, a cautious approach is warranted. The dependence on a single data supplier could create issues, and while new regulations could hurt the business, if they take their security seriously, they can have a serious advantage compared to their competition. Overall, I wouldn't say that they're a bad company, but there are things I would want to see them improve before seeing them as a strong, reliable pick for a portfolio. So, what do you think about Red Violet? Is their vision compelling, or are there too many challenges ahead? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this decoder useful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more deep dives into the world of corporate filings. Thanks for watching.